guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you the perfect palette tag. I was tagged by PiperBabe22 ages ago and I just haven't had a chance to do this video, so I just wanted to get on here really quickly before the baby wakes up and share with you my favorite palettes. So let's just jump right in and let me show you guys my picks. The first question is, best packaging for me will have to be my Urban Decay Vice 2 palette. Keep it in the little packaging. I know I'm crazy, but I just absolutely love this palette and I don't want anything to happen to it. It is absolutely gorgeous packaging. I love how it, opens up by itself. Every time it does that, I think, wow, it's fantastic. It's got really nice huge mirror, so it's really great for traveling, and also has a nice space you can kind of clean up the shadows between each shadow, which I really like as well. It comes with a really nice double-sided brush, which I've actually just started using and really like as well. So yeah, it's just a really great palette. I love the little bling at the front, and I love the packaging of this Urban Decay palette. Question number 2 is best color payoff, and I would have to give it again to Urban Decay shadows. Urban Decay shadows are just beautiful shadows. They make amazing shadows. They're creamy, they're blendable, they're just, the color pigmentation is amazing. So I guess I would have to give it to my Naked Original palette and my Naked 2 palette. I mean, you guys have seen these shadows so much, and if you do have the Urban Decay palette, you would know the pigmentation of these palettes are amazing. They're just I don't know, they're just gorgeous shadows, and you don't need a lot of work to get the color that you want. So I would have to give it to my Urban Decay shadows. Alright guys, so question number 3 is most versatile palette. We'll have to go to the Lorac Pro palette. This palette, like I've mentioned so many times, has the top, it's all matte, and the bottom is all shimmer, and you can just come up with so many looks. You can have an all matte look, you can have all shimmer look, or you can have a mixture of all different colors. It is just a really great palette, and this was on my top. This was my top palette for 2013, just because I used it so much and in just so many different ways. I find that with the Urban Decay palette, which still is one of my favorite palettes, I kind of seem to do about the same kind of looks all the time. So, but with this one, I seem to kind of just try different looks with it. It's just yeah, it just makes it easy for me to venture out and try different color combinations, and I just absolutely love this palette, and we'll give it to most versatile palette. Question number 4 is best palette for traveling, and for that one I will have to give it to my Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. I think this palette is really great for traveling. I mean, first of all, the size is amazing. It's tiny, fits in a, you can throw it in your bag. The packaging is really nice and sleek and just, clicks on really nicely. And it comes with a really nice size mirror, and also has this 6 shadows. Most of them are matte except the first one, which is a bit of a not shimmer, it's got a bit of a satin finish to it, so it can be a really nice highlighter. You can just kind of add that to give a bit, to open the eye a little bit more. It's got a nice matte black, which you can use as an eyeliner, and then you can do a really smoky eye, really neutral eye. It's just a really great little palette to travel with, and I just think it's great if you don't want to carry a lot of stuff, and you can do a lot of looks with this palette. Question number 5 has really kind of, I don't know, I just don't know the answer to it. It is my biggest regret, and I've been looking at all my eyeshadow palettes and I don't have one that I absolutely regret purchasing. I mean, I've got one, but it's not really a regret because it didn't cost me that much, so I don't feel that bad about it. But it would have to be this Wet n Wild palette, Wet n Wild Color Icon palette in the color Lust. These is actually really pretty eyeshadows, they're all purplish toned. It's a really great color combination. However, I've only used it a couple times, and both times that I've used it, I've had a bit of a reaction to it. And I don't know, I guess that's why I regret it, because I wish that I really loved it and could use it. And I haven't given it away because I keep thinking that maybe it was just a coincidence. And I do want to try it out one more time, but I'm scared to, because I don't want my eyes to react to it. So anyways, but that's probably my biggest regret, I guess. But it was only like $4 or something like that, so yeah, I can't really regret it that much. And for best color names, I think I'm going to give it to my Stila in the No palette. This eyeshadow palette has 10 matte eyeshadows, and I just really love it. I mean, they've got names like Air and Water, Desert, Clay. This color, which is like a rusty color, is called Fire, and I just think it's a perfect name for it. It's right there. Pretty. Also this matte grey, which is called Smokes, is really beautiful as well. And yeah, I just really love that, you know, it's got all those kind of earthly names to it, and I love when they do that. So yeah, and this has a really nice mirror as well, and a really nice compact. For my least used palette, I would have to give it to my e.l.f. 100 eyeshadow palette. Now, this thing looks really cool and it has gorgeous colors. In this palette, you do have a bit of, you know, with some e.l.f. products, you do have a bit of hit and miss with them, and some shadows are hit and miss. You know, you kind of think, oh, it could have been better. You know, some of them are just not pigmented enough, or they're just really powdery, but you do have some beautiful gems in here. The problem with it is that I feel that it's too big, so it kind of overwhelms me. So every time I look at it, I kind of feel like, whoa, where do I begin? I did play around with it when I first purchased it, and I really absolutely loved it. But as you know, as the time goes by, I'd rather pick up a smaller palette that I kind of have, you know, that I can kind of see looks that I can come up with. With this, I kind of look at it and I just, whoa, it just kind of, yeah, it just overwhelms me, I think. Even though, anyways, the point is, it is just way too big and it overwhelms me a little bit, so I don't use it. I think I used it at the beginning, but haven't used it in ages. So maybe I should pull it out and create some colorful looks with this. Question number 8 is most used and most loved. And for that, I will have to give it to 2 palettes because I think I love these two the same. And that would have to go to my Lorac Pro palette and my Urban Decay Original palette. I just use these 2 palettes when I have, you know, I have no idea what to wear. These are the palettes that I will go for. You know, if I'm creating looks on other people, these are the palettes that I would choose because they're just so beautiful, and yeah, they're just gorgeous, and yeah, I love them. Love, love, love. And the last question for this tag is question number 9, which is Desert Island palette. Now, Desert Island palette means that you would only have one palette out of all your collection, and that's the only palette you would choose if you were stuck in an island, in a deserted island. And I guess for that is a super hard question to answer, but I guess I would probably, since I would be in a desert island, which I probably wouldn't need a lot of makeup, and I had to take one eyeshadow palette, I probably would have to take my Urban Decay Basics palette, just because it's tiny. You know, I can come up with a few looks with it, and I guess mostly because it's got a matte black. I think with matte black you can do a lot with, so you know, I wouldn't have to worry about having an eyeliner if I you know, was stuck in a desert island with just one eyeshadow palette. So there you go, guys, that's probably what I would take. Okay guys, so that's the end of this tag. Thanks PiperBabe22 for tagging me. I will link down her channel down below so you can go check it out. And I would also tag a few people down below. But if I haven't tagged you and you haven't done this tag, I would love you to do it and just let me know so that I can go check it out. Anyways guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. And yeah, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.